You're back. I'm Mandy. This is BuzzChomp, home of fitness and entertainment. We're talking all about Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 2. OMG, everyone's waiting to die. I'm Mandy.
I'm Dan.
Subscribe to
BuzzChomp.
Woo! This is our reaction and recap, guys. Everyone was just waiting to die. Oh my god. OMG. This episode, I liked it. I wasn't expecting war, so if you were expecting war, you're silly, because I think it was pretty obvious from the first episode that no war was going on until at least the third episode, which looks like that's when the going to be the war for Winterfell. Okay. Right from the start of the episode, we get Jaime standing in front of everyone, pleading, not really pleading his case, but standing in front of everyone, accepting his fate. Okay, so Brienne did not lay the bombshell that he knew that Jaime pushed him. He did not. He did, though, say the things we do for love. I love that, Brienne. Creepy Brienne, still being creepy. We had that. We had Daenerys and Jaime. Daenerys wanted to kill Jaime. But then, this part was my favorite part. We have Brienne showing her colors, coming to the aid of Jaime, kind of shedding some light on who Jaime had become with her time with him and all of that. And then Sansa, being Sansa, stood up and said, I would trust Brienne with my life, and I believe her. I love that. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I didn't think they were going to, torture Jaime or anything. Jaime is dying in a blaze of glory, guys. Jaime is dying in a blaze of glory. That's what I think. I think he's dying in one of these battles. We're just going to tease something we're going to talk about in a little bit, but Jon and Daenerys, even in that room, he was ignoring her. He was ignoring her, which I think is definitely foreshadowing what's going to happen at the end of the episode. Now let's go back more to Jaime. Okay, so then we had Jaime and Bran. Finally. Bran, he's still so creepy, but he's so existential. He said to Jaime, if you didn't do what you did to me, you would never be who you are right now, and I would never be who I am right now. But him doing that put him on the path to be the Three-Eyed Raven, put him on the path to not be Bran Stark anymore, but that was his path. So that all had to happen. There was tons of sexual tension in this episode while they're just waiting for a war. What do you do when you wait for war besides, make amends like Jaime and Bran and all of that? What do? Well, we're just going to jump right into the Arya bombshell. OMG. Okay, we've been waiting for Arya and Gendry to get together. Waiting, and they did get together. OMG, a part of me was like, no, Arya, you're a child. No, but she's not a child anymore. And Gendry and all that. Oh, I loved it. Guys, I loved it. I was so excited for her. Then we have this little love triangle that's kind of created itself here with Brienne, Tormund, and Jaime. I loved everyone coming together in the Great Hall by the fire drinking. I love this whole crew. It was Jaime and Tyrion kind of reunite, really the first time since he escaped King's Landing. I mean, they had their moments. More people came. We have Brienne come. They call her Lady Brienne. Then Jaime gets up and he says, a night can make another night. And he makes Brienne a night. OMG. My heart broke. Then you have Tormund, who obviously wants to have sex with Brienne. And I love Tormund. And he's clapping and standing up. Whoa. I can tell that Brienne has some feelings for Tormund. And she's very flattered. Can tell she has some strong feelings for Jaime. But I think Jaime's got some strong feelings for Brienne too. OMG. I wanted to see it last week and it wasn't in last week's episode. Jorah and Lyanna Mormont. Oh my god. Loved it. I love that he was trying to convince her not to go into battle with her men. And she was like, no, she is badass. I love her. And after that moment, we get a little bit more moments with Sam and Jorah, and Sam giving Jorah his family's sword. Oh, loved it. It's all the feels, guys. All the feels in this episode. I'm going to say something about Tyrion here. When Tyrion's first drinking and Jaime comes in, I'm like, I know he's like not feeling like he's on the best side with Daenerys because of the whole Cersei thing and he was blinded. And I think he just really wanted to prove to Daenerys, like, look, this is what I can bring. I'm going to bring another Arya. I'm going to bring some peace. And then, you know, you're going to be on the Iron Throne and blah, 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 and all of that. But a part of me got to thinking that if him being here at the Starks, him being around Sansa maybe, that like maybe he has a little feeling still for Sansa. Do you think that this is just wishful thinking on my part, guys? Or do we really think that like this is going to go down? Because I mean, he's still married technically to Sansa. And I don't know. In the end, it could be fun for Sansa and Tyrion to be together. Am I the only one? Let me know by commenting. The Hound and the guy with the sword. I liked that they were friends and drinking. Because let's not forget, the Hound killed him at one point. So yeah, I like that. That was just thrown in. I love that. I love the Hound. I love that guy too. Belwick or whatever his name is. I liked Daenerys and Sansa. I liked that Daenerys pointed out to Sansa like, hey, I came here for Jon Snow to fight his war. I didn't come to him to try to get him to fight my war. I liked that. But then at the end, they were a stalemate. Sansa wants the North to be free. And Daenerys wants to unite the 7 kingdoms. But I liked that they kind of squashed it, but they kind of left that open-ended a little bit, which I get it. They need the dramatic tension and all that. The big stuff. OMG, the best part. Jon Snow in the crypts. And who comes? Dany. Yep. Dany comes to the crypts and he tells her. This I felt so bad for Daenerys because she wants to be queen. Jon Snow doesn't want to be king. She almost at first thinks that like it's convenient that your brother and your best friend know. But like that's not the point. He wasn't saying, oh, I'm the heir to the Iron Throne now, blah, 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 and all that. He was just enlightening her about her brother and all of that, but also sharing. So I don't know. This just left a stalemate because, yep, of course, then the Army of the Dead shows up. But I'm glad that he got it off his chest. I'm glad he told her. I've been waiting. I had read some things like maybe he wouldn't tell her till later, but no, he ripped the band-aid off and he told her. That tension. I'm Mandy. Subscribe to BuzzChomp for more of our Game of Thrones and comment below and share with me your theories. Yeah, kids. Yeah. Thanks for watching BuzzChomp.
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe and share.
Share.
Woo.